Alright, in our last flight, we flew the Fisk approach into Oshkosh for the virtual version of AirVenture 2020 put together by PilotEdge called SimVenture 2020. After enjoying the event, it's time to pack up and go home. So we will be flying out of Oshkosh today, which will have all the same traffic that it had when we came into Oshkosh, and you'll get to see the interactions with ATC. Normally I do a flyover of both airports, but the scenery here is fantastic for Oshkosh. So we're going to dedicate the flyover just to all the wonderful detail in the Whitman regional scenery that you get from PilotEdge for this event. Let's have a look.
You already doing it, thanks. Big 40, quick takeoff. The blue Cessna over the interstate circulates. Nice job, the blue Cessna on the 36 left, clear land on the purple dot. The red Cherokee turns the final now, clear land out of past the yellow dot.
Alright, we've got a line of traffic going by. I've got a Skyhawk, and I saw just on his tail a Cherokee. There he goes. And I think we're clear after him.
I've been landing 36 left and right today. It'll be a high-speed taxi all the way to the N40, please. And there'll be traffic departing behind you. Follow the noted parking at the Oshkosh. That's now over the interstate, direct lanes, so not sure the color. You're number one though. Let me see. I'm seeing a good rock from you. Taking a quick around 36 left on the purple dot. For the Panther, with the 36 left, quick takeoff. There's another Cessna much slower ahead and to your right. They're going to 36 right. And for the white Cessna, turning, just make sure you widen out to 36 right. You're going to the skinny runway today. There's going to be other aircraft turning in down or inside of you to the other runway. For the blue and white Cherokee, runway 36 left, line up right side of the runway. The blue and white Cherokee on the 36 left, quick takeoff. Red and white Cessna, runway 36 left, line up right on the right side of the runway. The yellow and white Bonanza, runway 36 left, line up right on the left side of the runway beside the Cessna. For both of you guys going to position, taxi up to the purple dot, get you a little room behind you. The red Cessna coming up over the interstate, right here, and swimming, please. The red and white Cessna on the 36 left, quick takeoff. That white Panther, taxi up just a little bit. I'm going to get a Bonanza behind you. A Bonanza, yellow and white Bonanza line of white on the right side of the runway. And the Panther, quick takeoff through quick left. The red Cessna, again, clear of land out of past the red square. Nice job, we'll get you guys all going here. Yellow and white Bonanza, right side of the runway, thank you. The blue Cessna, let's see, white Cessna, you're next. White Cessna, I'm going to go through a convector line for you left side of the runway, beside the Bonanza. The blue Cessna, runway 36 left, line up right on the right side of the runway, right side of the runway. The white Cessna, you are quick takeoff on the 36 left. Got a silver Cessna coming up over the interstate, right to N23. You are going to runway 36 right today, and The silver Cessna is pretty line like the north now bank out about the red square. That's the red square for 36 red.
No, not at all. Port Bridge, there looks like another diamond. Diamond is approaching 6, about a half mile. Continue up the railroad tracks to runway 27, lots to acknowledge. It looks like a moving type bonanza maybe, half mile southwest of this. Straight up the tracks to runway 27, lots to acknowledge, dropping at bonanza type.
Waukesha County traffic, November 359er Golf Charlie, 10 miles north at 3,200, entering right downwind, runway 36, full stop, Waukesha County. Alright, so I was 10 miles from the airport, everything was looking good. In my scans of the console though, I'd neglected to notice that the ammeter was showing the battery discharging the entire time. The Commuter doesn't have annunciator lights or any indicators other than the gauges for things like low battery. So, a few minutes later, this happened. Everything electrical suddenly turned off. It only took me a few seconds to realize that I'd never turned on the alternator. In my haste to get out of Oshkosh, my usual flow was interrupted, and all the things that I normally do during a run-up, I skipped. So, this is what happened. Now, it was just a few miles from the airport, flying in perfect VFR conditions, not a cloud in the sky, no wind. You don't really need a battery for the airplane to keep flying, and the engine will keep on going by itself. I'm flying into a Class D airport, so I probably would have just called them up on my phone to let them know that my radio was out if I couldn't get the electrical system restarted, but still not good. It's something that could have been caught very easily if I'd done my usual flows. So it's a learning for me. Anytime my usual flow gets interrupted, I find it make mistakes. So that's the time to make sure that you go buy the book and do your checklists. Alright, how much fun was that? Look at that line of traffic to get out of Oshkosh. Simultaneous left and right takeoffs from runway 36. It was awesome. So I thoroughly enjoyed SimVenture. Thank you to PilotEdge for putting this together. I hope you got a chance to download it, try the Fisk approach, and try a departure from Oshkosh. As always, thanks a lot for flying along with me, and stay tuned for further flight adventures.